Write the equation of the line that is parallel to this line and passes through this point. All right, so first of all, we want it to be parallel. And we have to think about, well, what does that tell us? Well, parallel lines have the same slope. So we know we need to find the same slope. So I'm going to start with that. I'm going to take my original equation and I'm going to find the slope. Now remember, we typically find the slope when it's in slope-intercept form. The slope is the number attached to x. The slope is the m. So we got to take this equation and we got to solve it for y in order to find the slope. So I'm going to try to isolate y, which means I need to get rid of negative 3. So I'm going to add 3 to both sides. Now, you can't do 2x's plus 3 numbers. Those are not common terms. Those aren't like terms. So we're just still going to keep our 2x's, but we can combine a negative 4 and a positive 3. That would give us a negative 1. All right, so we took our original equation, we put it in slope-intercept form. The whole purpose of that was so that we could pick out the slope. So the original slope is 2, and we want it to be perpendicular, which means it needs to have the same slope. So we know that our new slope has to also be 2. So I'm going to go ahead and use some process of elimination, and I'm going to get rid of that because it says negative 2, and I'm going to get rid of that because it says 1/2. So I'm at least down to a 50-50 guess. So what I know so far is my new equation has to have y equals 2x, and then plus or minus some number. Well, to figure out what number that is, we take our point. We label it x and y, and we substitute it in. So I'm going to plug in a negative 1 for y, and I'm going to plug in a 3 for x to try to figure out what that b value is. All right, so 2 times 3 is 6. And if I want to isolate this b, I need to get rid of the 6. So I'm going to subtract it from each side. And b equals negative 7. So now I know that this one has to be my answer.